Should be good enough. Oh.
Madness, could I trade you first leak? I really need it.
I'm not trading right now, I'm just trying to show this. Everyone's doing the farming the caches with Frostnite, but if you're wasting your time on the loading screen coming in here and you're wasting your time on the loading screen out, I would do something a little bit different. So I'm just going to try to show people what I would do if I were farming this non-stop, I guess. That way you can get tickets as well. So the first thing I would do is come here and
your mission is to fight back against the storm.
Throw a little bit of defense.
The burner must stay warm.
It don't matter what you do, just so it survives. And then you can go get your
I
chest.
trade you.
You may notice that you're missing your gear.
I'm not gonna be trading right now, dude. I've got stuff to do today, but anyways, so I'm just showing where the chests are. There's a couple chests that nobody's found so far, I guess.
I will revive you.
So everybody knows about the standard ones
Use that time to encourage your
that
teammates.
YouTubers are doing, which is this one. This one up there usually.
Your choice.
Oh,
And then there's another one up here. There's a Krampus. If you need to do your Krampus quest, you can always just drop your gun, a turret, run,
thanks.
wall. Keep that guy out. You grab your caches if you need them.
Bullets. I'm halfway to a well-regulated militia.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
That's fine. Did he die? No. Oh well. Anyways, the point is, if you defend the objective even for a little bit, you start getting tickets. If you throw in a couple walls before you go off to run for the chest, that wall will keep your objective safe for a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds while you make it back and defend it again. If you defend it twice, you think you get 50 tickets. Not only that, but it gives you a chance to go get the other chests that people don't grab usually. So people know about the chests in this house, the ones I've shown so far. There's another one in that house.
Okay.
I have never been able to find one inside of the other houses, but does not mean that they could not spawn, if it makes any sense. See, right now we spawned that one here. Well, I'm gonna need a weapon pretty soon.
Bullets.
I think there's blue glow inside that big one.
I don't need blue glow right now. There's another chest down there, low level. There's two more in this house over here, in this warehouse. One on the first floor, small safe. The other one up here, level 6. Behind this warehouse over here. That little house back there. Oh, I didn't make it.
The hotter the burner, the farther out the storm is pushed. So, keep the tip
That little
high,
house,
blue
there's
glow.
nothing right now. There's another chest over here if you go this way. In this cave, on the bottom, there's a level, usually a level 3, level 4 chest, but it can spawn different chests. Right there, right on top of that rock. There's nothing right now. So this run gave me very few chests, but a legendary schematic, I guess, so that's better than nothing. And then the final chest that people are not showing is the one under the mine.
Keep them off the burner.
It's okay. I'm just showing how much that thing can survive on its own.
Add some blue glow.
There's another chest right there. So the one in the cave and that one down there, you can get it after you save the burner. So in the second round, I'm not gonna obviously do that right now just because I was trying to show where the chests were. So those last two chests I showed on here were chests that nobody else has shown so far. They can spawn different types of chests. I've never seen a level 6 chest, but I haven't played enough. And I'm still doing 88, I guess. Stuck there. Anyway, so those last two chests, you can always go back and get them after you defend the burner one round. And the reason why you want to defend the burner one round is because I think if you don't defend at all, you don't get tickets. If you defend it, get a little combat score in there, you start from 25 tickets. After the second round, you start getting 50 tickets. You don't have to defend it that much, but if you're wasting your time on the loading screen and you're farming for caches and evolution material, it doesn't take that much effort to defend it a round or two. It adds another 5 minutes to your run. But, you know, it's better than waiting that loading time for no reason. I didn't get anything right now because I didn't really defend it. But point is, after you go to the warehouse, before you go for the last three chests that are on the map, you can go back, defend, and then go back and get the other chests on the second round. And you're getting some tickets at least. I tried out yesterday. You get 25 tickets, I think. And then the second round gives you like 50 tickets. So while it might not be worth defending if you're doing solo, if you're gonna be running for caches, you can get a couple tickets just by defending. If you're using someone like a reclaimer, you can use the shock towers, you can use Teddy, you can use drones, and that will take care of the wave. Just time them out. Drop a Teddy and a drone, and then drop your shock tower and a drone whenever those run out. The first wave or two are not that difficult to defend. It starts getting more difficult as you go on just because they start doing so much damage compared to everything else. But yeah, I mean, it's not that difficult to defend it. If I would have run back instead of trying to show where the other three chests were, the last three, normally when I did that yesterday, I defended the first 2-3 waves and then I got bored of it because there's no point in doing it if you're already done with the quest. But, you know, some people are farming the caches, so thought I might have showed the last couple of chests nobody's showing, those three. They might turn out lucky every now and then. Sometimes they spawn, sometimes they don't spawn, sometimes you get better loot, sometimes you get no loot. But if you're going to be dropping in and wasting your time on the loading screens, might as well, you know, throw up a couple walls, run back, defend it, and then go back at the final chest. Normally what I do is on the second wave, when I go back to the bacon farm, and then I go back and grab the chest or two that are on the outside, the last ones, and if I have chance I'll go back to grabbing the supply drops and start playing from there. As far as survivors go, this video from the last part on, it's a little bit different now. I should do a different video, but anyways, your squads, they are not working for your ability and trap and weapon damage modifiers. They're not affecting the stats at all when you change them. Everything else does work though. The shield, the health ones, this one right here, the 5% is giving you the actual 540 something points boost, which is a big, some people say it's not a big difference, but it is a big difference. If you're going up in 540 points in your shield because of 5 points you're getting out of this right here, that's, you know, an additional hit or two you can take, maybe, depending what level you're playing. Either way though, the only other thing is not working right now as well is your heroes. I've been using the reclaimer for a long time as my backup. Where is it? That's right here in the bonus squad. But recently I was messing around with my settings, my guns, and I discovered that reclaimer is only affecting energy weapons, and by energy weapons it means this: the Mercury LMG, the helium shotgun, the Krypton, the Argon Assault, the Krypton pistol. And let me show you why though. Check this out. My hacksaw is doing 119 and my Mercury is doing 97. When I equip, where is she? My reclaimer, She gives me 20% boost on energy damage. But when you go to your schematics, my Mercury LMG, oh, it's 108 now. My Hacksaw is still 119, even though it's energy damage. So, by the looks of it, the Reclaimer is only helping this type of weapons right here. The actual energy weapons that say so in their description. So since this weapon deals energy damage, the Reclaimer affects it. So, you know, it's something to think about. I don't know if this changes more recent or it's always been there and I never noticed just because I never paid attention. But I've been using something as a Berserker, which gives me a damage increase on assault rifles. So I still get my boost on my Hacksaw and the Mercury LMG. See, that Mercury is still at 108. The Hacksaw's at 135 now, so just something to think about. Whenever you're messing with your settings, always take a second look. Always go back and look at what's going on. Sometimes some changes affect things differently than they should. So yeah. If you're gonna be farming Frostnite, let me show one more time. That way you can actually see the tickets, because I was thinking if the walls would be enough to show tickets, but that's what happens when you don't play enough, I guess. I dropped my level to 100 by taking away, you know, like everybody else is doing, by taking away my squads, my fortitude, my resistance, my fortitude, and you know, it's the game is the same as before. I took them off. The only difference is I can't be in the middle of combat anymore without getting seriously inflicted damage. So, you know, all for all, the game doesn't change if you're a level 100 or level 130. Especially if you're just gonna be buffing your stats for damage. That way you can take zombies out. It's kind of pointless in this game. And I say that because, you know, I see a lot of YouTubers bragging about how good they are because they're level 100, but it's like, it doesn't really make a difference. I've seen your squads, and all you do, you know, is take away your health and resistance, and let me just tell you, that doesn't really do you any favors, because if you're in a mission and your teammates fail and there's a lot of husk, you're gonna get beaten to crap rather than, you know, defend the objective. So I'll rather, you know, just keep my level up, regardless of, you know, whether I'm overpowered or not, because your power doesn't really come from your fortitude or your resistance. That's just so you can take more of a beating, which honestly I like to do when I'm playing a game. If I'm not taking a beating, I'm not enjoying my game. Oh, that's a different one. Let me just take a couple here.
Teamwork.
I'll do it later. Doesn't really make much of a difference. It's the same. Folgers. That was not a bad run last run, though. I got a gold schematic. You know, the only downside of farming the schematics here is that if you don't need weapon designs and you don't need the evolution materials, it is a big waste of your time because you're not getting gold. You are not getting as many tickets as you would in a mission. If you're playing with people, though, you do get quite a bit amount of tickets, but you know, it's kind of taxing to be playing this, just because if you get careless, you get taken out in one shot later on. But if you are inclined on farming,
Maybe,
Prepare yourselves for the long night.
if you're inclined on farming it,
Back against the storm, and
there's
keep
roughly
your
no
burner lit.
better alternative
The burner must
than
stay
to
warm
defending it even a
and
little
will
bit.
glow to keep the fires burning. If that burner goes out, we lose.
It don't matter. Check it out. I'm gonna defend it a couple rounds. Just for fun. Usually down here there's nothing good. Usually I have found a white engraved box down here though, which is the level 6 safe. Like I said before, I don't know how they specifically plan where they're going to be setting up their loot and stuff, but oh, this one's nice for defending. Basically any level 4 chest will give you quite a bit amount of guns. Usually they give you good guns. That way you don't have to craft anything. There's nothing here now. No cramp is there. Might not be a good one, but oh well. Ooh, check this out. 2 level 6s in one. See what I mean? You never know what they're gonna spawn, and it's one of those things where those extra last 3 chests that people are not showing might spawn a level 6 someday. Might not. I mean, oh, no chest up here. I'm gonna need that. Ah, I missed. I'll come back for that one later if I survive. I almost like this hoverboard, but it takes way too long to summon. Level 3. Level 1 safe. Level 1. There's a one under that. I'll get it right now in a second. Give me 1 minute. And then there's a one down here. Usually that's also level 6 sometimes. And then up here, the level 6, of course. I'll go get the last 3 in the second run. That way I can show you guys how I, would farm it if I were farming it non-stop. I have enough time. Yes, I do. There's a chest down here, and it's a low level, level 1 chest, but no biggie. Better than nothing.
The hotter the burner, the farther out the storm is
and this
pushed.
is usually when I run back.
Keep the temp high with blue glow.
What do I have? Brick?
Wish I could. Attack Tech Online! Thank you for playing. Back off! What's a build? Good. Sorry. You serious? Can't.
The coal will press in more closely as the burner loses heat.
Nope. Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt.
The burners kick off the repair and firing sequence. Look out for a new supply drop.
And then after that, down there is a level 1, nothing good. Oh, stop lagging! Stop lagging! Stop lagging!
Can't.
I get killed. Anyways, so I come back here and I get my bacon farm.
Keep your eye
Just
out
because
for
I need
blue
bacon
glow.
for my
They're
gas
going to need it
traps,
for
for
the
my
burner.
floor traps, craft some of them. Energy bullets for when I craft my Mercury LNG. You end up like 60 bacon out of this little thing. When you get lucky, you end up like 60. One time I was farming, half farm gave me like 40 bacon before I got distracted. Right now, look, I just got 24 after I started counting it. Where is it? Oh. Well, I got 40, I mean, not bad. Craft anything and everything you can. I don't need mealies, well, let's put that in there. Anyways, so that was a level 1 chest. There's a Krampus there.
I do love weapons.
I would kill him, but I don't want to deal with the trouble. And of course the chest down here in this game. Let's see what it dropped this time. It's a level 4 chest, but still. 4 chests give you good items for defending the fortress, so don't knock them down just because they're not pretty. And then of course, if I want to defend, I need to head back. But I wanted to show this house back here. It's the last place where I know there's a chest that could be high level. This was a level 1, so no. Run back! I would have probably left that for the next mission, the next run, after defending it. That way I get plenty of time to go back and set up a couple traps. There's another chest right here as well. So that was, you know, the last 3 chests that nobody's getting that I've found. And I've never seen anybody get them before, so I should probably just let it die and see how many tickets I get now. I defended it once, just once. It was mostly my teddies and my drone.
Sorry.
Let's see. Oh, they're almost in. They're almost in. They're almost in. Get out of there.
Keep them off the burner.
Wish I could. Okay. Serious?
And see how fast they damage?
I'll bring you back when things
That was fast damage. There we go.
Nope.
A supply drop has been sent your way. We need another dose of blue glow for the burner.
Oh, you missed the supply drops, huh? Oops. I don't know what happened in my game. I messed up. I could go back now and grab all the chests that I found. I mean, all the stuff that I didn't get before. But at this point, you know, it doesn't really matter.
Blue glow would be more useful if you added it to the burner.
Well, send me more blue glow, bro. Oh, you can have more. Because if I put it in, you're not going to send me any more.
Oh, that looks like fun.
I think the other 2 supply drops disappear. I think if you don't grab it and when they drop and you defend a wave, they disappear when you start the next wave. So if there's any supply drops, grab them. If you're playing with people, what I've seen a lot, the problem with playing with people so far has been that everybody goes to grab the supply drops, but nobody crafts any traps, nobody places any defenses on the building, so there's really kind of pointless to get the supply drop if you're not going to do anything with it. Mostly what I do with supply drops is break down useless scrap. Ooh, I need to work with my sword. Useless equipment. Craft your own equipment. I'm gonna craft my trap. Oh, no, cool. I'll go farm some in a bit.
The storm's stirring up again. We've got more bad guys incoming. Keep the burner running at peak temps to keep the storm at bay.
Oh, you're...
Oh, shit.
Got ya.
We're airdropping some blue glow to your location.
Can't. Take this, storm freaks.
Puffs are damaging the burner. Watch the burner. It needs some heat.
I kind of don't want to defend this anymore. Just because I'm bored.
Sorry.
Ah, wrong trap. Seriously? Even after I pick... Oh. Even after I picked the floor trap that I wanted to set down and put the wrong trap? This game, man, gets on my nerves sometimes. Oops.
Let's see.
Let's set up another one of those. Oh.
Serious?
Door fridge, man. Leave me alone.
Peak temps to keep the storm at bay.
Anyway, so with this little tiny run that I did,
Wish I could.
you'll see the rewards at the end. I'm not even defending that much. I'm just basically, you know, the bare minimums. I'm not even really, you know. What can I put there? Sure, let's put that there, just in case. Let's go get supply drops. See what kind of traps we can make. See if he drops us another.
Use your blue glow to keep that burner fiery hot.
Oh my goodness. Supply drops should have a designated landing zone, you know?
Really?
Hold on. If I don't deposit the blue glow, I'm gonna get killed no matter what, so. Come on. Let me get the supply drop over there before it disappears.
Can't.
Let's see, without farming, what else can I craft? Oh, crap.
Watch the walls. I'm seeing storm readings spiking again.
I need to farm, but can't run that far.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm helping. Now that's my kind of deadly.
Watch the burner. It needs some heat.
You serious?
I don't have any more ceiling traps? I guess not.
Storm free.
Oh yeah, I finally completed my collection of the snowball launcher.
Nope. Sorry. Yeah. Wish I could. Can't. Boom! You're gonna
Keep the burner running at peak temps to keep the storm.
I don't have
at
any
bay.
more blue glow, so sorry. Oh, send me some blue glow.
We're dropping some blue glow to your location.
No, I used to like the snowball launcher. I don't know what happened. I don't like it no more.
Nope.
I should not have done that.
Look out for a new supply drop.
Serious?
Come on.
You'll need to find some blue glow.
Now the only reason I'm farming this mission is because it's kind of pointless to farm for schematics and evolution materials, because the thing that you don't want to miss out on is the stuff in the store. So if you are ignoring tickets, if you are ignoring gold, you're ignoring the best part of the game. You're ignoring the objective of the game, which is, you know, being able to acquire the items from the collection store. If you don't farm this mission at all, if you just come in for the caches and stuff, sure, you might get a couple of schematics here and there. You might get a couple, you know, I only have one blue glow. You might get a couple of caches every now and then, a couple of evolution material, which the evolution material is worth it in itself, just because running a mission in Twine Peaks gives you 36 rain when it's on a storm alert. So being able to get, you know, 50 raindrops from a cache that we already opened here and got to take. Like right now I already got basically my loot. If I were to play a mission in Twine Peaks for rewards, I would be done with it with whatever I got just from the start. But if you don't farm for tickets and you don't farm for gold, you will not be able to get the seasonal event item llamas, and you will not be able to get the items from the store. In this case, the Coco 45. So if you're not farming this mission at all, if you're just farming for the caches, you're just farming for the schematics, you're gonna be missing out on those event items. And if you miss on those event items and they don't come back, then you know you're kind of screwed. I should have crafted more crap.
Serious? Attack tech online. Hey, look, Huts!
Puffs are damaging the burner.
I know, just let it die.
We need another dose of
Well,
blue glow for the burner.
Let's use up mine.
Flying husks!
Let's just use whatever I have left, I guess.
Find the flinger!
Forward bash, right? Just explosive survives. Thank you. Let's see.
I'm pulling you out for now. I'll drop you back as soon
Minute
as I
20 is
can.
when it starts getting crowded, it starts getting stressful. So, you know, if you defend up to wave 4 and the game's not happy with you at that, then screw it. But if you defend to minute 20, which is a regular mission in Twine Peaks, you know, any mission you play will last about 20-30 minutes tops. The longest missions are repair the shelter and ride the lightning, just because if you want to farm, if you want to mess around, you can. Atlas missions, they're also time consuming, but when you play and evacuate the shelter, you're done in 15 minutes. So if you defend for 20 minutes, the objective here is pretty much the same thing as playing a short mission in any level. It doesn't really take that much effort to play this 20 minutes. I pretty much just crafted guns that I never really got to use except for my rocket launcher. Maybe I would have survived longer if I would have used my bazooka instead of the snowball. I want to try the snowball. But check this out. A short run, we got four drops, which is 4 mini bosses basically. You get 135 tickets, which is like doing a level 100 mission in Twine Peaks. Gives 120 tickets, just for reference. You don't get that much XP. You don't get that much gold. So if you're farming for caches, for drops from the chest and tickets, this mission is awesome, I guess. But again, if you're not getting gold or tickets because you're doing a quick just for the caches, you're wasting a lot of time, considering that the game takes a minute or two to load into missions and out. Sometimes it takes longer depending on how the servers are being used. Right now it doesn't look like the servers are being used, but this is worth it if you need the materials. Just because, for comparison, when you go to Twine Peaks, you get 120 tickets, you get 18 lightning in a bottle, 5 storm shards, 10 out of the storm, 36 rain. That's pretty much the rewards you get out of the special time. If you have the luck of finding a level 6 chest in here, you get a drop. If you get a mini boss in your mission, like the 4-player ones, you get a drop. So drops itself, it's kind of worth it, especially if you find multiple high level chests. I only found 2 in that run I did. I've found 4 in one mission. There could be more in one mission. I've only found up to 4. 2 gold chests, 2 safes with engravings, and 2 safes with engravings and 2 level 6 chests. That's the highest amount, which was 8 drops. Like I said, 8 drops it's better than doing this kind of missions. But the amount of tickets you get is not really that worth it. When I do a mission here, every 2 missions that have purple around them gives you 100 extra gold right now, because of they changed the quest. Repeatable quest, this one. Every 2 times you do, every 2 missions that you do with the purple glow around them, you get 100 extra gold. When you do missions in Twine Peak levels, like this one's right here, you get about 150 gold on the mission when you're done with it. So it adds up to about 200 gold every mission you run when you're running just purple missions. Again, the difference between this mission and this mission that has the purple around it is that in this mission, the rewards can be the same. They're random. See, this one's also just perk ups. I need one that has everything, and it's not in the rain. I've seen them. Obviously, when I need one, there's none, but I've seen them. Unless they changed it recently. But yeah, every 2 of those missions, you get 100 extra gold. Plus, you get the gold from doing the mission. In Canny Valley, I believe you're getting like 120 gold, 130 gold per mission. In Twine Peaks, you're getting like 140, 150 per mission. Plus the additional for doing 2 of those missions. So if you need gold for the item shop, you're better off doing missions. Purple missions. Purple mist missions. If you're farming for tickets, missions are the way to go. If you already farmed your missions and you want to keep getting tickets, running the Frostnite event is not out of the question. A 20-minute run will earn you 135 tickets, which is about as much as you get out of doing a Twine Peaks mission. Not only that, it's easy to defend as long as you're using defensive items. I like using Striker because his anti-material charge will clear most of the little zombies around, even the fatties. It's kind of useless against Screamers here, because Screamers start dying. They stop dying at level 94, I think is the highest level that I can still one-hit kill them with my anti-material charge. But that's useless in Frostnite. I like using Striker because he's a character I'm most comfortable with. I guess if this was Overwatch, this would be my main. It's the one I use all the time for everything. But yeah, if you're going to be farming the Frostnite event, those 3 chests people haven't shown. Also defend it for a little bit so you can get tickets, so that at least you're getting something useful rather than just schematics. And I'm going to say useful because resources wise, as long as you're playing the game, you know, you never really run out of the resources. So there's really no point in farming for them, if it makes any sense. Sometimes they do 4-player missions that give you 4 times the amount of the material. In Twine Peaks, this is like 200 rain. It's like 60 or 80 lightning bottle, like 40 or 50 of those, and like 20 or 30 of those when it's a 4-player mission, or 40 of those. Those, you never use them unless you want to turn your weapons useless, I guess. Elements. It's nice when they drop perk up caches, because they have dropped that. Legendary, Epic, and Blues in the Frostnite, so those would be nice if they drop more often. But most of the time they just drop evolution materials and caches. When you get lucky, they drop caches. Most of the time it's just evolution materials. I've run missions where I end up with 8 evolution material balls, and like I said, you know, they're kind of useless. If you're farming for that though, they are completely worth it. If you're not farming for that specifically, defend it a little bit so that you can get some tickets. Mostly because if you're not buying llamas, at least on my other accounts, the thing that you do run out of is training manuals. Trap designs, not so much. And weapon designs, not so much if you're playing the game. But, you know, getting those llamas does give you the opportunity to recycle a bunch of crap. Also, for your transform, you get keys. In my second account, I have like 12 hero keys that I could get 12 legendary heroes out of them. But I don't have enough purples. A nice thing of buying the deluxe upgraded edition for Fortnite is that it gives you this and it gives you this right here. Along with this survivor right here, and what else? It gave me 4 specific things. Yeah, there's 4 things right here. These are 4 design keys that only come by buying the extended packs for Fortnite. And they're actually useful if you have enough people to do it, just because you can turn all your useless blue heroes, which I do have a ton in my other accounts, into purples. And then purples can turn into golds. But at this point in my second account, I don't have enough purples to turn into golds. So I have a bunch of keys without the ability to turn them, if that makes any sense. Up until recently, I couldn't get past like enough training manuals to level up people. Now I'm starting to catch up, just because I've been playing the event. I've been getting like 1 piñata a day for, you know, every day on my accounts, and that's it. I don't want to play too much. I got other stuff going on. I've been busy this past couple of days, so but if you're going to be farming that Frostnite event and you're wasting your time on the loading screen, definitely try to defend it. Get some tickets along the way. Gold is not so much in there, but you know what, it gives you plenty of tickets if you defend it. If you defend it for an hour, if you go in with somebody that you go in with another person, and that other person collects all the loot, all the supply drops, brings them back, and one person's crafting traps and setting them down just as you go. It don't matter where they go, just put them down. That really helps a lot. To defend against lobbers, I usually put a pyramid on the second level, and then, you know, I can do walls and another ceiling. But I was trying not to defend too much. I was just trying to run out the time and see how many tickets I could get before it got too difficult to defend, before I needed too much. So yeah, I mean, very little farming, very little gameplay, very little stress about it, and you get 130 tickets, which is more than a Twine Peaks level mission. Twine Peak level missions, any mission takes you 15 to 20 minutes to do. If you're doing a quick mission like this, you can knock down the balloon after 8 minutes. I mean, when 8 minutes are left on the time, that means that it's 12 minutes of wait time before you can shoot the balloon, and then it's another 8 minutes of fight time, or 7 minutes. So you're looking at a 20-minute mission. This one right here, it's a 10-minute mission if you go around killing all the encampments with a group of people. This one right here, it's a 20-minute mission because you have to wait. This one right here, you defend the bomb for 4 minutes after you load it up and link it up, and you know, that could take another 10-15 minutes. So all the missions you're looking at, you're looking to spend about 15 minutes per mission. If you're gonna be farming for schematics, evolution material, all that stuff in Frostnite, might as well push it a little bit spend the time you would in a mission and get yourself the tickets, because if you don't get tickets, you're not even getting that much gold, and yeah, you're not going to be able to get the item stores, you know. And like I said before, this game is always changing, so not having one schematic, not having one thing can really mess you up. Well, not mess you up, but you know, you're going to miss out on stuff. For instance, the heroes, they set down Earhart before the store update, and then after the store update, she was in the store again, so I got her. So now if they change the perks on them, or they become unique, or her bonus changes by any reason, and for some reason it helps a sentry gunner, now I have 2. Or if they add it to the collection book later on, I have 2 now. So, you know, if you're not farming for tickets, you're not farming for gold, you're not gonna get very far in this game, I guess. You're not gonna get those schematics, but if you have every schematic you want, you have enough design points, enough design keys, enough everything, and you just want to be wasting 10 minutes of your time for 2 to 8 drops from caches, I guess, go for it. But, you know, if I were gonna be wasting my time farming for caches, I would also try to get tickets, since gold is not an option. Experience is not an option, and honestly, if you're not farming for experience to level up your stuff, there's really nothing else to do in the game. So if you're gonna be wasting your time farming for caches because they drop resources, go for it. They're worth it if you don't have that much. If you have resources, it's not really worth it. Especially if you're not the kind of person that buys all the llamas every day, buys all the upgrade llamas every day. There's people that buy all 50 of them and buy all 10 of them every single day. That's, you know, 2,500 V-Bucks right here. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is 2,500 V-Bucks. And this one right here is another 4,000 V-Bucks. So you're looking at 70 bucks. There's people that spend $100 every day on llamas. And those people that spend $100 on llamas every day, they have 10, 12, 14,000 of this, guys. Weapon designs, training manuals, trap designs. It's ridiculous. But then again, you know, that's how they like to play the game, and that's awesome. But if you don't buy llamas, which I don't, I spend all my V-Bucks on Battle Royale. I think I've spent $300-400. That's it. I spent 100 for the birthday event here, and then the rest has been on skins. Anyway, so yeah, if you're gonna be farming the Frostnite event, make sure you get some tickets out of it. So something useful, especially if you're not on the end of the game. You know, if you're still trying to get the schematics, which I know I am, I still missing a couple schematics here and there just because it keeps dropping me purples. Where is it? See, I'm missing a couple gold ones to put in there. Keeps dropping me purples. Schematics, I got one of each basically, but that's not enough. That's not enough. I need a couple golds so I can put them in there. Keeps giving me purples. Purples, 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 purple nurples, right? So yeah, if you're not farming for experience, you're not leveling up your weapons. That's one thing I've learned. Make sure also you're doing your Frostnite. "14 Days of Christmas" is pretty awesome. You're getting free stuff. And the events are kind of fun. There's some stuff that they added in. I gotta do the 14 Nights of Elf. at the flagman. Also, this guy's free on the PS4 store right now. So you gotta go through the PS4 store. Or at least I did. Where's his back bling? Comes with the little calculator. Did he come with the pickaxe too? Oh, no. Backpack? I already had the backpack. I don't think that came with them. No. Well, he might be one of those deals where, you know, they drop the guy and then later on a glider. This guy right here, they dropped him and then they dropped like a bunch of other stuff. He was also a free PS4 exclusive. Where's his backpack? Came with the backpack. Came with the pickaxe. Which pickaxe was it? This one. It came with a glider as well. Flappy? No. Blue streak. Yeah. So I'm guessing that guy might do the same thing. Ooh, crack shot. I love collecting emotes. This is where my money goes to. That's why I keep bugging Epic. Every chance I get, I send Epic a reminder of, hey, can you guys include this on Save the World? Imagine waiting for the balloon to drop while you're hanging out. Oh yeah. Or they evacuate the shelter while you're waiting for the shelter to get attacked. I mean, yeah, you can farm, you can run, and you can do whatever, but you could just be messing around with this. Look at that serious face. Alright, so if you're going to be farming, don't waste your time. Get some tickets as well. It's not that difficult to survive. You start getting 25 tickets after you defend the first wave. Second wave gives you 50, I think. I survived to wave 4, so I got 135. I think if you survive wave 3, 2 and 3 give you 50 tickets each until you survive 3 completely, and then after 3 you start getting 100 tickets or more. I haven't really tested it out because I don't play Frostnite that much. I farm for experience, for my heroes and stuff, because I'm trying to get everything leveled up and set up. I still have a bunch of stuff I need to level up before I can be ready for what I want to be ready for, so... Whew. Alrighty, I got... Ooh. I haven't even seen those. Chairs. Pleasant Park, Happy Hamlet. Should be easy. Oh well.